Similarly, the human spirit, the being that I am, the soul that I am, I also require all of these things. We are very concerned about health today, and so we should, because we are responsible for our physical health. But in fact, we forget about our spiritual health. And what is it that I feed my mind? Let me be able to feed my mind nourishing thoughts, nourishing ideas, good, wholesome food, things that are going to sustain me and give me strength and the right guidance through the day. Secondly, we need to give our body rest. For let me be able to give my mind the rest that comes through quietening the mind so that it can move into a state of silence, and in that silence be able to have a replenishment of my inner resources. Let me be able to exercise my mind. I know that across the world now, people are into exercise in a major way, and that's good. But the exercise for the mind, for example, a simple one. Here you are now part of the audience, watching, listening, observing. But in fact, you are a hero actor on the stage in your life. You are center stage. And when you're playing your role on the world stage, it's wonderful to know that you are actually in charge of creating your role and doing whatever it is you know is going to be the most beautiful part to play on the stage. And you'll only be able to do that if, together with being an actor on the stage, you step away and watch yourself. Watch the whole stage and see the others playing their part on the stage and see what it is you need to do then. And so, being the actor and the observer, this is one little exercise that brings a huge benefit to the self. And the last thing, the climate. Whatever is the climatic situation definitely has an impact on my health. We're aware of that. What we don't realize is that the atmosphere of vibrations has a tremendous impact on our consciousness. And so let me be able to create the right atmosphere through the right vibrations so that then in those good vibrations I can be healthy and strong. And if I find that the atmosphere is not as it should be, not to grumble and moan and groan and complain, but let me take charge of being able to create the right atmosphere, an atmosphere of truth, of love, of peace. I can do that if I choose. I will benefit, and others around me will also benefit. And so, in this way, when we start our spiritual journey and start looking inwards, we become aware of the needs of the soul and what it is we have to do to be able to sustain the self. In silence, I turn inwards, I find that point of peace within, and then I can feel the presence of the Supreme. I turn my thoughts to the Divine with the awareness that the Supreme is a being of light. That's it. No human form, no angelic form, nothing else. Just that form of light, the universal source of love, of light, of might, of purity and peace. All that I need, I can draw from the Divine. I don't need to go searching for it anywhere. I don't need to buy it any place. I can't, it's not available. All I need to do is to step inside, and going inwards, going upwards, I'm able to connect. And then when I come back and I have to come outwards again, I'm transformed because all my own needs have been fulfilled. Sounds easy. And let me assure you, it is not difficult at all and available for absolutely every single person. I hope that if you've been meditating already and I'm sure that many of you have been, tonight will be another step within your journey. And if tonight is the first step of your journey into this adventure, I know it's going to be a very beautiful experience. I'm going to spend a few minutes now in meditation and invite you to join me so that we travel together and go into that experience of peace, the gift of the mind. Let yourself sit comfortably, both feet on the ground so that the body is in balance. I am peace. I don't need to look outside. It is my treasure within. Peace is who I am. As I become peaceful, my heart opens and I can feel the presence of the divine. God's light, God's love, God's truth enfold me. And in this awareness, the light of the soul is ignited, and my own light begins to shine. In the presence of the truth, I discover the power and the sweetness of truth. And deep within myself, I know that that is the direction I must move in. Truth, absolute truth. Not only do God's qualities reach the soul, I can feel the power of God's light, God's peace, God's love reach out into the world. God's love awakens hope in human hearts. God's light shows us the path out of the darkness. God's peace comes to us as a blessing. As we share our thoughts in God's remembrance, the power of peace multiplies, and peace comes into human hearts, and the power of peace gradually grows, and we create a world of peace. Peace returns to this human world of ours through the power of our thoughts and God's grace. Om